Guys, welcome to the I Love CVille Show. It's Jerry Miller. It's great to be with you on a Thursday, a chilly Thursday across Charlottesville, Central Virginia, the Commonwealth, the country, and the world. We are live on the I Love CVille Network, 12 Facebook pages, 2 Instagrams, and our guest, somebody that has impacted people's lives of epic proportions. Chris Collins, our guest from ACAC Charlottesville. He's going to join us in T-minus 45 seconds. We're going to humanize, localize, and personalize Chris, the passions, the hobbies, and the interests of what makes him tick as a man, as a coach, as a leader in our community. We're going to talk with someone who undoubtedly is making his passion his profession. I'm going to spotlight his journey in fitness, his journey in improving the lives of people that he comes across every single day. Before we do, we'll thank some of our clients. We are an advertising agency at I Love CVille and VMV Brands. On the first and second floor of the Macklin building on Market Street, we represent 113 clients as of this morning. 2 of our favorites, Interstate Pest and Service Companies and Scott Wagner Chiropractic and Sports Medicine. We rep all aspects of their brand. Anything that you see that interfaces with the marketplace originates here. Interstate started in 1969 with the first generation. This business is now 4 generations of families strong, a Commonwealth-wide working footprint, and almost 100 team members at Interstate Pest and Service Companies. Dr. Scott Wagner Chiropractic and Sports Medicine, he's changing people's lives, much like Chris Collins. Dr. Wagner, Sports Medicine, Physical Therapy, Chiropractic Care, he is doing it at all. Now, I'm going to tell you what, before we welcome Chris, Judah Wickhauer is our director. We've worked together for 7.5 years. He is a key component of this program. Judah Wickhauer, nothing but love for you, homie. Guys, give it a like, give it a share on any of the 12 Facebook pages you're watching on. If you'd like to relay some perspective to Chris, put it in the stream and I'll pass it along. Judah, studio camera, my friend, and let's welcome the Dapper Don himself, Chris Collins, to the show. Que pasa, hombre? How you living today?
Jerry, great day. Having a great day today.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm so pumped for this. I think one of the things you embody is when people get in your orbit or your ecosystem, they leave feeling better about themselves.
Flattered.
Yes. It's true.
Yes.
I've seen it firsthand.
That's the goal.
It is the goal. Well, you do it well.
Thank you. You as well. You've already brightened up my day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All about you. Tell us what makes Chris Collins tick.
In a word, people.
I love it.
Simply put, you gave me that question a few minutes ago, and I thought about it, and it's people. And it's funny, Jerry. I talk to people all day, so and mostly about their fitness goals. And if I'm not talking with them about it, we're working out together. And that's what I like to say, together. I'm in the room, I'm working out with them too, I'm just leading. And then for many years before that, it was leaving and then coaching basketball. So, and then it was, if anyone that's been out with me, it's like, is the music right? I want to change the music too. So it's just being around people in that regard too. But when you say tick, I mean, that people give me energy. And when I'm alone, I live alone. So when I get home, it's a whole different side of me that people don't see, and that's just, I'm out. I mean, I was telling somebody, they didn't believe this. They follow me on Apple Watch. Do you have Apple Watch?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. Jerry.
I need it.
You got to get this.
I know.
Okay, so I have about 20 followers on Apple Watch, okay? My goal is 2,000 calories a day.
Wow.
To burn. And you burn 2,000 anyway. So that's, 4,000, but, I eat a lot too, so it's fine. It's not crazy or anything. So, but what's funny is on days that I'm teaching, no problem. On days I'm not teaching, I'm like at 500. So I get smoked, and it's competitive. Mm-hmm. I mean, you've seen the group. They're a competitive group.
Yeah.
All my friends are. And those days, like Tuesdays and Fridays and Sundays, they're like, Chris, you're like this different person. And I'm like, yeah, well, I'm not around you guys. So simply put, people. That's what gets me going. That's what I'm an extra. You've done Myers-Briggs, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was literally going to ask you this question.
Oh my gosh. That when I look at my results, it can be either which way, but when it's between extrovert, introvert, it's like not even one question. Like not even one tick over to introvert. It's extrovert all the way. So
I love it.
You have to be the same.
So I am the same. So
Okay.
Charlottesville, born and raised?
It's funny. I was born in Spokane, Washington.
Really?
So Spokane, known for
Gonzaga.
You got it.
That's where your love for basketball came from?
Yes.
Really? I did not know that.
Yes. So 1999, they broke the scene.
Okay.
They were a small Jesuit Catholic school, like 5,500 undergrad.
Right.
I was born. My mom will tell you this. I don't know. Must be that the community hospital on campus. Because my dad was in school, so law school, not undergrad. I wasn't, but he was in law school, and so Spokane. I think it was called Holy Family Hospital. I was born there, and we moved here when I was very young, like 2 or 3. But my parents, they met at UVA, working at UVA at the Children's Hospital, and we were out there, and my aunt and my cousins still live there. I should have told them to tune in because they're big Facebook people, and my dad went out there to be close to them too, but both of their parents lived on the East Coast, so they met at UVA. They loved Charlottesville. They decided to trek back here, and we, I guess I was there. I was 2, but drove cross country back here, and I think they did that 2 or 3 times. Mom in one car with me and dad in the other car with their dog, and did that from Spokane, Washington, which is, Washington's a big state.
Yeah.
Driving through Washington alone is serious, going all the way through to Charlottesville, Virginia, and this is where they fell in love and they wanted to raise a family, and my sister was soon born, probably within months after moving here.
So brother and sister?
Brother and sister. My bro we have all since moved back, but my sister has moved away.
Okay.
She's outside of Philadelphia right now. My brother, he is working at Real Property.
Nice.
Now, and he's been working there for about 5 years. And he comes to class. And
dude, he gets after it. I've seen him.
You've seen him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like
got
you,
the hair.
but a longer-haired version of you. You get that all the time, don't you?
Yeah. So I think he gets that too.
Yeah.
So if we go out, and he's gregarious, he's outgoing, he's very much similar personalities. And
you guys are tight.
Yeah, we're super tight. Yeah, we're very tight. We lived together here for 3 years too. So he graduated. We both went to the same college. I mean, we've shared a room from let's see, probably when he was like 4 or 5, and I'm 5 years older, so 9, all the way through when I left college. So we are very tight. Sister gets her own rooms. That's
yeah, of
how that
course.
goes. Right, bros can share. I go to Roanoke College, to pursue my NBA career.
Okay.
Because I got to play in college first before I could go to the NBA.
Of course.
Okay, you get that.
So you go to the springboard of Roanoke College to get to the NBA.
I was fervently just Googling D3 athletes to go from Division III to the pros, and it was
Ben Wallace.
Virginia Union.
Virginia Union.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. And do you remember a guy named Devin George, played for the Lakers?
Devin George.
He was with the Kobe teams.
Okay.
So he was a D3 guy too.
Okay.
Now, granted, those 2 players are about 6'9", 6'10".
Could jump out of the gym.
Yeah.
Were jacked.
Yeah.
Similar to you.
Didn't matter.
You could jump out of the gym.
All I saw was D3 school NBA, and I said, okay, I could go from Roanoke to the NBA. I can do this.
So what were you like?
And God loved my parents that said, sure.
Were you a 2, a 3 with some lateral quickness, never stop, good hustle, good hands, probably a force on the defensive end?
You nailed it.
Great court awareness, hell of a passer, got everybody involved.
Right. Glue guy, coaches award, defensive player award, all the things, right. I wouldn't say starter.
Yeah.
Starter for a varsity team for Albemarle.
That's legit.
Yeah.
Greg Maynard, your head coach?
Greg Maynard,
there
absolutely.
You go.
And played with his son Brett, who's now a coach at William Monroe.
Right.
Right.
So you were on the Daniel Johnson and Brett Maynard basketball teams?
So I was on the someone's going to chime in and go, no, Chris, the 22-2 team.
Okay.
That lost, funny story, JJ Riddick is in our conference.
Sure,
JJ.
Cave Spring.
Yeah. We're all set to play him in the region because Cave Spring, he was injured. And he already committed to Duke. And we're like, we'll take Cave Spring in the region without JJ, no problem. Well,
they were nasty.
JJ shows up for the playoff run, and JJ leads them on and starts upsetting people. Anyway, it shifted records. We had to end up playing GW Danville. GW Danville is a powerhouse. Now, this is all 20 years ago.
Sure.
So we're in a different conference.
That was the
now.
Commonwealth District. The Commonwealth District in that region, it was some nasty talent.
It was, when you went to these schools, speaking of Danville, it was the city event.
Of course.
And it is, not to knock now, like I went to, my buddy Jay Wagner's trying to start his own play-by-play for high school.
Yeah.
And I'm taking not coaching this year, so he invited myself an assistant coach, and I sat front row at the Albemarle CHS game and did the game with him, some commentary.
Nice.
It's still intense. You go to CHS on a Friday night. I'm not knocking our Jefferson district, but 20 years ago, GW Danville, and that's the last time I went there, it was insane.
The city closes down. The town closes down.
Varsity Blues.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, look, that happens in Louisa County, too.
Sure.
With the Lions,
School
with the
canceled.
football. Yeah.
Like, we're going to away games. You come back, you go to the local restaurant, team and coach eat free. McDonald's, oh, you guys want to eat free? No problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we're about the same age probably.
Sure.
So you get the glory of high school back, pre-cell phone, internet, social media. It was just, are you going to the game? Oh, I better see you there. Oh,
Right.
I'll be there. Like,
Yeah.
or else I don't see you that
Right.
whole night. And then it's just catching up with talking about the game till 11, 12 o'clock, staying up and waiting for the news highlights.
I love it.
11:30.
I totally did that too.
John Havey, I think his name was, and Steve Trout on NBC 29.
There you go.
Yeah, man, I remember. I remember. Yeah.
Let me throw this to you. So
Sure.
you talk to us about growing up. Talk to us about childhood.
The
I'm
best.
sure competitiveness,
Yes.
constantly involved in sports.
Yes.
Chasing that. I think you and I talked about this in the hallways at ACAC. As you know, I'm a passionate racquetball player.
Super passionate.
I love the juice,
Yes.
the competitiveness, probably more than the sport itself. Does that, you know what I mean by that?
100%. Okay, you're in the right place, man, and we're so glad to have you as a member. By the way,
Thank you.
Because that's I was in a meeting 2 days ago. It was kind of like year-end review, follow-up kind of thing, and I'm speaking with the head of our company, and we're talking about the juice, the connection, before that butterflies you get right before you start a racquetball match. You still get it, and it would be like an athlete before they run out of a tunnel or before or whatever, minor scale, but we're in our 30s now. This is what we have.
We still got to find it somehow.
Yeah. Like if I had, 5 years ago, I went to him and I said, look,
This is Phil.
This is his Phil's son.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. And son-in-law. And I said, Chris, hey, and maybe this is down the line, but how can we make the Group X room more theatrical? Is maybe what I said. Like, can we dim the lights? Can we have a spotlight? Okay, maybe not a smoke machine. Would love that, but down the road, can we put in lasers? Can we put in a monitor where my name is up there somehow? No, again, this is 5-6 years ago. This isn't like, oh, that's every day at Orange Theory, or that's every day now at your hit club, or there's monitors and readables. This was kind of what that started that. And, he's a former athlete. I mean, big time athlete. He was. He went to Notre Dame, I believe, to play baseball. So he gets it. And he was like, yeah, let's see what you got. You have this vision. It would be like speaking to you right now. Like, okay, how can we make this work? Install this spot. Like within that month, it was, all right, Chris, spotlight here? Yeah, in the front. Okay. And you have to get 3 or 4 other people on board, but that just changes the energy. So then you're walking in to the room, dimly lit, music, and you know me, I'm going to play jock jams. I'm going to play. I did it this morning. I taught at 6 a.m. You walk into that room. It's not like you're walking into, all right, I'm going to do my aerobics class right now. No offense, whatever it is, 19 so-and-so aerobics class, lights dimly lit. Playing, that's fine.
Yeah.
This is more like we're going to run through a tunnel in about 5 minutes. People are shaking, and we had this conversation. People are shaking out. Maybe they're getting a little bit of butterflies. Before you take the court, you're lacing them up. You're making sure, like you look okay. I mean, that your shirt's not inside out, or you can move. Like people are doing little steps and high knees in place, like getting ready to perform. And I come on the mic and I check in, run around, check with everybody, be like, Jerry, you ready for this? Good night's sleep? Next person, hey, you ready to go? All right, come on, better than last time. You just say, hey. Some people, they don't even need that. They just need to make eye contact and it's on, okay? And then there's, like, you compete. I love that. You compete with your racquetball. Then there's the Clixing class that are competing, and they're walking up the stairs. My 2 buddies, Spencer and Patrick, they're walking up the stairs. Spencer turns to Patrick today and goes, well, you woke up. Because it's 5:50 in the morning.
Yeah.
He's like, and it's snowing, ice maybe. And he's looking at him going, you showed up. So looks like I'm gonna have to push myself extra hard today. And they
Love
go
it.
at it. They go at it. They're pushing each other in the most pure friendship form, but really pushing each other. And that's the vibe. So you're walking into this room, I don't want it to be intimidating, but I want the butterflies. I want people ready to perform. And I come on the mic and say, you guys ready to perform? We're going to perform. You're going to try to do better than last time. Close your eyes, take a deep breath. It was just like when I coached high school basketball. And I said, guys, you can't roll into practice and then mentally prepare. You got to be in the car. You got to be when your mom, whatever radio station,
getting your
put
mind
phone
right
down and just look out the window, because that's what I did. I didn't have my phone. I would go and my legs would be moving. You know, mom's driving me. My AAU team practiced at Stab or Western, whatever, and I would be preparing in my head. So as soon as I walked in, and my coach is going, let's go, I'm ready. And not just, oh yeah, well, let me put my shoes on. Oh yeah, hey, is this the warm-up? Let me just skip the warm-up. I'll come in next drill. And this may be like people listening saying, oh, well, yeah, Chris, you know, everyone knows that. Well, no, you need to the more you can set the tone and the expectation and everyone buys in, then the culture's changed. And then it's like, I might be in a group X class. I might say I'm doing group exercise or aerobics, but this is a game. And I specifically in my Thursday 6 a.m. class and my Saturday 8 a.m. class, I'm like, guys, it's game day. We wear jerseys in our Saturday morning class sometimes. Whenever UVA plays, I'm telling, all right, UVA grads, put on your UVA jerseys. Really, just Lauren usually does that, which is awesome. Lauren, shout out, Lauren Crane. And then, but I might have a Gonzaga jersey underneath my shirt, and then at the end we pose, you know, and it's fun. It's just like what you said with your racquetball. But this is our gym. This is our community. This is us in our 30s. We just don't want to get injured deep down, but we also want to compete.
You know what I love? Kath Younger's watching. She says competing with Patrick also. I effing love it. Stephanie Taylor is watching right now. She says, what up?
Nice.
Marie Gerard's watching.
Nice.
Courtney from ACAC is watching right now. We
yes.
see Washington, your
No
state
way.
you were born in, watching right now. Give it a like, give it a share. Carl Anderson, welcome to the program. Ray Cadell just shared it. Amanda Traplowski, Josh Hunt, from Cardinal Hall and Beer Run, watching.
Josh
Neil
is
Williamson.
member.
Josh
Absolutely.
is the man.
He is the man.
This is what I'm going to throw to you.
Yeah.
Is like with your class, it is like you are trying to be the best version of yourself for that 50-minute or 60-minute increment. And you know that with you, because you are so fit and you do this so often, that you're going to take us to the brink and to the wall. And then once you're at that like crossroads of that brink and that wall, you find out so much about yourself. Like when you get to that like tipping point, and if you can climb the tipping point and get to the other side, that particular hour, when you do that, I feel like the rest of the day is just like a piece of cake.
Yeah, you nailed it. Like that's so well said.
Especially in the morning.
And how do you trick people into doing? That's the question, right? Anyone, and I was, again, talking with Chris, our president of our company, and he gets it. I mean, he's an avid exerciser. He tries out. He travels. He goes all around. He's super well known throughout the country. When you go in, any instructor can be hard, right? Like you could walk in and on the board, right? Because it's hit gyms, small group training. That's awesome. And trainers know exactly what I'm talking about too. You can be the hardest and you can look the toughest. And you can put up 50 burpees, 50 times up and down the stairs, 50 push-ups, 50 jump lunges, and everyone's seen that before, right? They post on their Instagram and be like, this is my Thanksgiving Day workout, right? But if you're not gonna motivate me, and you're not gonna put that in a package where, wait, how'd you just get me to do that? With the music, with the person next to me, with the vibe, with the butterflies before I came in, with I like you, therefore I'm gonna do it. And maybe not everyone likes me in class, but we bond a little bit. If you like class, and it's a lot of people, I've been doing this for, I think, 8 years, teaching 6 days a week with 50 people in each class. So that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
When the churn of a health club turns over every 2 years, they say, now ACAC is different. ACAC
people stay
has
sticky.
a great retention.
Yeah.
So, but, you know, when the big clubs, the Golds, the Planet Fitness, when they're like, oh, how long do you keep a member? They're going to look at that and be like, I don't know, 6 months, a year if we're lucky. 2 years if you're a high-end health club, maybe. And so that's, the population base has turned over for me 3 or 4 or 5 times. Not 5, that'd be 10 years. So 3 or 4 times.
So you have a viral impact. It's what, with the people you've touched.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I had to start making I almost made an alumni page and said, okay, guys,
smart.
as you go to you move, and we're ACAC, we're based in Charlottesville, 1984, and moved on, we're in Pennsylvania, we're in Maryland, we're in Richmond. So it's wonderful. It's a top 5 private health club, as you know very well. But I wish we could be in Boulder and San Fran and Charleston and Charlotte and Birmingham, where all these folks are moving, and they're like, Chris, what do I do now? Where do I find? And usually I say, you got to find a boutique, because honestly, boutiques, and I love all fitness. I don't knock any fitness. If you love to dance in your room, do it. Like, if it's keeping you in shape, find other people to do it, because it's more fun, I think, to do with other people, like to just work out with other people. But with that, I say boutique because you're more likely to find that connection. It is more challenging and massive, but I have an advantage, Jerry. I sell for the club too. So I can meet anybody on the street, just like you're active in the community. And I can say, whoa, don't just come to my class. Meet with me. Come in, 10, 15 minutes. We'll just talk life. We'll talk what you've done fitness before. We'll talk any class, because I can't just walk up to anybody and be like, come to my class. They look at it and they go, nope. And if that's what ACAC does, then I'm out, right? Then it's bad for my class, but it's also bad for the club, and that's a club that I love and sell for. So we just want to chat, and if it's not me, it's not my class yet, or if it's yoga, we have offered so much, as you know. If it's just getting in the racquetball court and connecting you, and I need to get you on speed dial, because a lot of the guys, you play with Jay Osborne.
Yeah, I love Jay. Jay's one of the best.
Yeah, he's one of the best.
Yeah.
He's my guy. He's my connector.
Yeah.
So shout out to Jay.
Yeah, I'm going to tag Jay in the stream right now.
Tag Jay right now. So
someone give Jay Osborne some love in the stream, guys.
As you said, he's one of our best players.
Undoubtedly.
Best. And when you become one of the best players, as you know, and you're a connector, but you don't just say, hey, come play against me as hard as you can sometime, but that could get hit with anybody. And anyone that wants to get involved with racquetball, he doesn't work for us, but he's almost an ambassador. He's passionate about the sport.
Yeah.
Right? He would love, he's met guys from me. I text him and like, yeah, sure, just tell him I'll be there at 4, connect us. And he will. And he's not the only one.
Sure.
Shout out to him, but he's who I thought about. And by the way, they're expecting a baby, so congrats.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I saw his wife. He'll do that. And it's just a matter of, hey, I might have met you, but I didn't lead off with, come to my box gym of Chris Collins Fitness. No, come to the club. We offer so much. We're going to connect. We may get along great. And then maybe in a year, you're in class because you're like, you know what? I need to do some strength training. This seems like it'd be a great idea.
You're getting some props right now from Emily Aiken. She says, yes, great words, Chris Collins.
Oh, yeah.
It is all about your vibe as a coach, not necessarily the programming
Right.
that makes clients feel like they can come back again, and again. Quinn Passy, is that?
That's my cuz. What?
Sick footage,
Quinn.
Chris Collins. Where's Quinn watching right now?
Quinn is a police officer in the Richmond, Powhatan area.
I love it.
I mean, he must be off today.
He's watching right now. So
All
this,
right.
I'm going to throw this to you. I call, and I want to get into kind of like the headspace of what you do. And
Yeah.
I call ACAC my second home.
Totally.
I've checked in. We talked about this a couple days ago. I used the Foursquare Swarm check-in app, and I looked at my check-ins almost 1,500 times at the club, 1,500 times. And I don't even check in every time because sometimes I forget. It's
Right.
one of the ways that like it's a habit that gets me coming back and back. Because when you make it part of your everyday life, like it's like I wake up, I put my pants on.
Right.
I go to the gym.
Right.
You don't skip.
Right.
You don't skip going. So here's where I'm going to go with you. The headspace.
Yeah.
Every person in your class is got a different mindset, different physique, a different age,
Sure.
different demographic, different headspace, even in that given day. So
Yeah.
maybe like the morning or earlier the week they were feeling great. Maybe end of the week they're feeling down. How do you build this sense of like solidarity and community, and how do you galvanize, and I don't know the exact number, anyway, is it 50, 60 people? I mean, it's almost like sardines, your class is so
Yeah.
freaking popular.
Yeah.
Seriously, it's like that tight, you know?
Thank you.
I feel like the club can expand that room just
Sure.
for your classes.
Sure.
Okay, it's that tight. Okay, what is the mindset of building this solidarity where people are in some ways competing each other in friendly ways, but it's about being the best version of yourself.
Right, it is. Well, one is knowing the trends, right? So if I say come and you've never come before, right? I'm going to immediately think of somebody, and again, advantage, sales. I mean, 1 in 3 people, I'm going to know they signed up with me to the club. So I'm going to know their background a little bit. So immediately it's thinking about, oh, Jerry, okay, you're a young, somewhat athletic, 35-year-old dude. Okay, have you met my friend Patrick? Okay. He's going to be upstairs right now just hanging out, talking outside the room to another guy named Spencer, to another guy named Scott, to another guy here. I'm going to introduce you guys. He's just going to tell you what he uses. I recommend you using a set of 10s for your first-time dumbbells and a 35-pound kettlebell. That'll be fine. If that's too much, just do air squats. And right away, then now I'm gone. I can now attend to the next group, talk to them about whatever they're doing. And I know you, say for example, has Patrick and Spencer and Scott, and they're linked in. And that's just, that group. I mean, my mom takes class.
Really?
And I have to give her, and again, my parents are the best. My mom used to teach aerobics, so it's not like it's foreign to me. I remember my mom in the living room, like she did everything. So she's cooking, she's cleaning, and then she's got maybe Whitney Houston playing in the living room, and then all of a sudden she breaks out into like this step 4/8 count, and I'm going, whoa, what's that again? And she just leaves me dancing, trying to do what she just did while she's attending to dinner, while she's attending to my younger brother and younger sister, maybe we're all playing in there. So I saw it, and then we would go to the kids zone. Like okay, get this. So I was born in '84. ACAC started in '84. We grew up in Earlysville. ACAC was in 4 seasons in the late '80s, early '90s. My mom then taught at that time. I'm in the kid zone, so now I've got the taste of gym culture. I learned how to swim at our water park. Okay, I mean it's creepy when we're in sales meetings and there's a new salesperson on board or there's a new person at ACAC. Our old sales director would be like, Chris, tell your story. It's just that's crazy. Like you were in the kid zone. You learned to swim here. You lifeguarded here at 15.
Is your mom Jill Strain?
No, but Jill is...
Okay, sorry. Jill says, I love your mom. I love your mom.
I wish mom was more savvy with Facebook. She's not on it, but I think she's watching through IG. But yeah, exactly. So Jill, talk about connection, right? Her husband, Lance, we met 5 years ago with our rec basketball team, who you saw
on Sunday at Champion Grill.
Yeah,
someone get J.R. Hadley in the mix here.
Exactly.
We love that spot, J.R. Hadley.
Champion Grill, and oh, by the way, excellent marketer.
Yeah.
Excellent connector, as you know well. He took a picture of us and then posted it and was like, now what is he doing? Now we're going to go to Champion Grill after all of our games,
That's smart.
It's great.
Yeah.
So now we have a spot, and it's awesome. It's rented by Almaro High School where we play. But so I have my basketball team. Patrick, who's on my basketball team, my brother, comes to class. He tells Lance, hey, you want to work out in the off season? We don't have keys to the gym year round. Come take class with Chris. Lance is in his 40s, or maybe even 50s. I don't even, Lance, you look younger than your age, whatever you are. And this is his wife, Jill. He's become just a fanatic. Cycle. He rides on the weekends. He does spin classes. He does class 4 days a week. He's there every day and plays basketball with us. So and then he comes. Oh man, meets my mom. You should meet my wife Jill. Bam, Jill and mom are now good friends.
I love it.
Yeah.
Guys, give it a like, give it a share on any of the streams you're watching. A lot of comments coming in. I'm getting some DMs on Instagram and Twitter for Chris.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to get to those in a matter of moments. Sarah Simona.
Yeah.
She's giving you the body bicep emoji right now. Sabrina Acton. Hey, Chris. Love from the team. Acton.
Sabrina. Oh, my gosh. She's great. Super fit herself. So she's lived in New York, I think San Francisco. She's lived in the big time before, the Equinox style
Sure.
and the boutiques. So she's seen it. She's been all around. So that's a big compliment for coming from her.
Marcus Twitty Sr., Patton Uzzery, Courtney,
yeah.
Marie-Eve Gerard, Daniel Harper, Gia Ray,
Wow.
Daniel Proctor's giving you some big-time props. Ben Feiner, who I just saw at ACAC, Ted Norris, the
Yeah.
master mixologist at Maya Restaurant, Caroline Wilkie, Walsingham Academy, 757 in the house, Caroline Wilkie. What up? What up?
She must be on her lunch break.
Kevin
She's a teacher.
Yancey watching right now. Love some Walsingham Academy.
Yeah.
Let me throw this to you here. Okay, this is actually a really good question. This is an IG DM. Chris, I love your class. Can you give us an idea of how many classes you're teaching every week? Do you ever get tired? And your caloric intake? Basically, I want to know how you stay so fit with what you eat.
Well,
that's a good question.
Actually, I think it should be the opposite. It's like you must eat whatever you want because once she hears the answer. So I've done as many as 8 classes a week,
Jesus.
and I've done as few as 4.
8 classes a week,
and that'll take it out of you. Then you're then on your off days your feet are up. Oh, I was with my sister this Christmas, and man, she treats herself. She has a massager. She has the bath salts.
because she's getting after it.
She just believes in self-care.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were doing what you were doing.
No, Gina's very fit. My sister, absolutely very fit. Everyone in our family is. But no, she's just like, Chris, you don't have this stuff. You just go home and what? Like, drink water? I'm like, yeah. Well, to hydrate? I'm like, yeah, sure. And just hang out. No, and you know this too. In your 20s, you can just kind of go.
Yeah, dude.
Go. It
I would
doesn't
never
matter.
have to stretch. I could eat
Right.
whatever I want. I
Right.
never got sore.
Let's knock on wood. Yeah,
You know,
for me too.
This is
Like, from now
IKEA.
on.
This is fake wood. But we're still knocking. We're still knocking. But now it's a little different.
Oh, look, I work with, I'm super best friends with my coworkers, and it's a family there, and it's your home away from home. Well, that's definitely my home away from home, and if that's my home away from home, that's the people I work with are my family, and that's my Mark family. But Chad Peters, shout out to him. He'll good buddy of mine. He'll say, Chris, man, I don't know about the basketball league this year. Are you sure? Or like 6 again? Are you sure? Like those knees, man. Let me tell you, he played college tennis, so he knows. My best friend Buddy, who I work with at work, I mean, he ran, played softball, basketball, everything, was in the Marines for 20 years, and he's had both knees redone. So both of those guys know, and they're like, they care about me so much that comment's like, oh, so what do you do? It's great. And I'll often say, oh, let me just keep going through my 20s. Now I'm halfway through my 30s, and I'm saying the same thing. I'm like, let me just keep me through my 30s. So I've really got to keep knocking on this IKEA because it's something that I keep home. But to answer a question, right now, 6 hours a week.
Okay.
So 6 classes a week.
That's serious.
2 on Monday, 2 on Wednesday, 1 on Thursday, 1 on Saturday. I used to do 2 Monday, 2 Wednesday, 2 Thursday, 1 Saturday. And I've taken out the Saturday. I used to teach Sundays, tried that. I've tried out lots. The only time I don't teach is lunch. I'll do 6 a.m.s, I'll do mid-mornings, and I'll do evenings. I prefer mornings, before you really get your day going. But the evening, the 6:45 class, the one you took, electric in there. It's one of my favorite. It's just after work, Monday, and you know this from Trends of the Gym, nationwide, the gym is most crowded.
gosh.
People are most
Right
motivated
now.
on a Monday.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right now, of course. But
Yeah.
specifically, just wait. This coming Monday and the following Monday could be the biggest national gym days.
Because you're
attended.
saying we got after it, we ate too much, drank too much on Saturday and Sunday, we're feeling guilty,
You
we
got it.
want to get back in the routine.
You got it. And that jump starts everybody. Then it's like this kick butt. I call it leg day, but it's a lot of legs because you burn more calories working your legs. High intensity, total body starting with your legs. It's going to be a bigger burn, and everybody's into measurables. You don't have the watch, but you should get it.
I should.
They're wearing the monitors, they're wearing the watches, and a lot of times they'll come up to me and go, Chris, I burned 400 last time. It's at 350 this time. What did you do differently? And I go, maybe it was me.
Maybe it was you, right?
Maybe. I don't know. It's probably a combination of both. But no, so, and like I said, we started off with saying, what makes you tick in my on and off days. I have on days and off days. Now, I'm never off talking with people, but working out with people, I'm off
So
Tuesday.
you sometimes wake up, because you certainly have the Energizer Bunny. Like you get after it, zest for life. I see you getting after it. I'm like, this dude is like a freaking beast here. So you have days you wake up and you're like, body is like burnt out. You're feeling
And
down.
I know
You're
it.
dragging.
And my body is expecting it. They're like, you know I'm going to feel this way on Tuesday morning when you wake up.
Yeah.
On Friday morning when you wake up. On Sunday morning when you wake up. You just killed me, body talking to me today. Yeah. What are we doing today?
What's the headspace you do to get out of that?
Oh,
because that's a mental play then, right?
Totally. It is mental. It is mental. And here's the thing why people fail at the gym, and this is a whole other topic on, you hit on it, the busiest time of the year for our business. People are starting their resolutions. And I believe everyone that comes in. When they come in and they say, this is the year I'm doing it, I don't roll my eyes and knowing that, 3 out of 10 of them are really going to do it. I believe everyone's going to do it. And I've heard some of the most extreme resolutions, and I've been giving people no chance, and they've done it. I've had a young girl say, I'm going to run 1 mile every day, 365 days straight.
That's legit.
And she did it.
That's awesome.
And then the next year she did 2 miles. Shannon Noe was also a college runner, but still, she's a mom. I mean, she's living her life. She's working. I'm like, Shannon, what if you go on vacation? What if you get sick? She's like, I'm going out and huffing through 1 mile or 2 miles. So if she can do that, everyone that says to me, 3 days a week, 50 pounds, I want to feel better. I want to not get tired when I play with my kids, my grandchildren, whatever. I believe them because you have to. I mean, you believe in people.
I love it. Sarah Dillon giving you props. Shauna Michelle giving you some props right now.
Shay.
Liz Reynolds, hello. Welcome to the program.
Yeah,
Kelly
Liz.
Klein, what up, what up, what up? Give it a like, give it a share on any of the 12 Facebook pages you're watching the show on. Jocelyn O'Connell, hello. Charlotte, North Carolina, welcome to the show.
Nice.
Philadelphia, welcome to the program.
Nice.
I'm going to throw this to you right here. Are you as much a coach as you are a therapist, as you are an instructor, as you are someone who has a zest for life, as you are someone that is not afraid to say, you can do better? I mean, talk to me of how you see, because you're in this like hybrid position. How do you see this position?
First off, when I walk into my yearly review, I say, I have the best job in this town. For my personality, for where I've started, whatever I was as a kid, my upbringing, my parents, where I've lived, what I've done, what my interests were, and to land me at this job. I mean, I sit back and I'm like, guys, thank you. I have the best job. It's okay. So you're a little kid. You want to be playing the NBA. Or you want to be a professional football player, basketball player, young boy, 3rd grade, 4th grade. Okay, you pursue sports, and maybe you pursue on and play in college, but then, that dream isn't realized. You're like, oh man, I was hoping to, I remember saying to my mom in the car one day, I'm going to retire at 35. That's when everyone else retires, Mom. And
what'd she just say? Go for it?
And she just laughed. She didn't respond to it. That's the thing. They're just so supportive. They were just like, yeah, you can do it, Chris. But I make this joke with my friends too. I'm like, I get paid to exercise. Isn't that technically a professional athlete? Well, it's not. But not only do I get paid to exercise, I'm doing I have the freedom. They're not telling me what to teach. ACAC's not saying to me, hey, you should teach, man. Hey, you should teach this, and you should teach it this way. I got into teaching classes because we needed someone that was on maternity leave to take a class.
Really?
And I jumped in there and go, well, I've played sports. I coach high school basketball. I love to work out. And then your headspace, like you keep saying that, it's like, okay, who's my target market? What am I going to do? What are the modifications? And you get your certifications, and then you learn about the body. And to answer your question, people, when you get into this business, and every trainer and instructor knows this, they'll come at you with, my elbow hurts, my knee hurts, what am I going to do today? You better know, you need to know the modifications. You need to know, I know a little bit about that injury. You know what? Maybe that's so severe you shouldn't even be in class right now. Or if we go down in a plank, just don't do it, hold a squat, Or your knee hurts, okay, don't do a lunge, do a half squat. And then what do you want to work? Biceps? Hit that. If you can't answer it right then, because a lot of times they'll hit you with it a minute before you have to teach to 50 or 60 people. And you're like, okay, I want to handle your elbow question right now, but I got to go. So it's the best because you're making those connections. And then going back to that, I have so much freedom. So if people didn't like what I came up with, it's okay. I would teach to 8 people, 3 people, 4 people. that maybe, had the same background as me, that had a coach, because I teach like a coach. I teach, like if you gave me, and if you ever saw me coach, I'm in the middle of the center circle at half court, and we're going from drill to drill to drill in a practice, and I demo the drill, they do it. Demo the drill, do it. Same thing. Guys, follow me, eyes on me. Here's the drill. I clap twice. They look, and I go, we're going jump squat, hold, plank. Got it? Watch it. Again, jump squat, just hold, plank. Got it? The music turns up louder. Then we're all doing it together. Then it's just following me after I've demoed it. And it's just like sports, just like playing there. Now, if they didn't like that style, it'd be me and you and Scott and Spencer who've been like, oh, this is how
Scotty
I grew up.
Scotty Williams, what up?
I know, this is how I grew up. So this is how I want to work out. Awesome, let's do it. And I would still be happy because I'd be doing something with other people what I like to do. And of course, it's changed over the years, but it's just the best.
You're going to love this. Jay Wagner.
Oh, dude,
right now.
Former player of mine.
Yeah, he says, Coach, you might want to save some of that energy for pickup so I don't put the clamps on you again. Remember the day that I dropped you 30 on you? Might have been another time, but it's all starting to run together. And he says, Jerry, ask him about the time he told me I was weak in every aspect of my game. Is this Covenant? This is a Covenant Eagle right here?
This is a Covenant Eagle.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm so proud of him because he's doing, Jerry, his dream.
Yeah, he's reached out to us a few times.
He is to be in sports and is to just follow his passion. He's doing it.
That's
so
awesome.
I love that he's doing that. And yes, and I love him for saying that because, friends can joke with each other. And so I
think you should trash talk a little bit back.
I will. So, okay. So how many players make a high school team?
How many players are on a varsity?
No, you tell me. You're coaching.
Okay.
Okay. And 25 kids come to your tryout.
Okay.
And what are you doing? How many are you taking?
How many do you keep?
You have 15 jerseys.
Okay.
Now, do you take, because you have the jerseys, do you save one for a manager? Do you just say, you're never going to play, I don't want to have to deal with the parents here.
Do you also have control over player allocation on the JV team?
Meaning?
So you can say, you're not going to be on varsity, you play JV?
Sure, this is JV basketball.
Okay.
Right, they're not going to play varsity.
Oh, they're not playing varsity.
No one's going to be playing varsity.
Okay.
If they get pulled up, great, they get pulled up, right. So if
Okay.
but you're not foreseeing that to happen.
Gotcha.
How many you take, how many you want on the bench? Now, granted, you only play 7-minute quarters. It's
Right.
28 minutes.
Right.
28 minutes for how many kids?
I think, I'd probably, so I am of the mindset, and we grew up in a similar era.
Okay.
One of my least favorite things about high school and under sports is the everybody gets a trophy mentality.
Okay.
I utterly despise
We're out of that. We're not in that generation.
Yeah.
That kind of
We're not. That happened after us.
That happened after us.
I
yeah.
think it's making millennials and younger, we're millennials, but the younger millennials and younger than us, soft. One of the things that I loved about sports, I was 4-year varsity soccer starter in center mid.
There you go.
And it's brutal at 5'8", and then it was like $125 playing center midfield. You got the shit kicked out of you.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So I was good at sports, but I wasn't take basketball.
Yeah.
Didn't have your skill set. Couldn't jump out of the gym. Went out
right.
for varsity. Didn't make. So where I'm going with this is like being told no, you're cut, you're not on the team, while it stings in the moment, is better for you in the long run. When you lose to a team that's better for you, while it sucks, it's better for you in the long run.
Sure.
And so many people are getting coddled now. You lost, here's a trophy. You came in 8th place, here's a trophy.
Yeah.
That's BS. Because once you get out of college and once you get into the real world, you're going to be told you're not good at this, or you're going to lose your job, or you're going to get demoted, or you're not going to get the promotion. And don't we want to prepare the generations that are going into the workforce or going into love and falling in love and might get their heart broken? Don't we want to get them prepared for failure in middle and high school?
Yes.
As opposed to doing it when they're 23?
Yeah.
So what I would do if I was in your shoes and I had 15 spots and I'm a JV basketball coach, I would you got to take 10 because you got to have a scrimmage in practice.
Well said.
You're going to have some injuries, so maybe I'd take 12.
I think 12 is a great number.
Is that what you did?
12 was my goal.
Okay.
Okay. So here's what we did.
Okay.
We had our 12. And then we had 3 that made final cuts, and we're like, we need one for a manager, maybe.
Okay.
So that's usually what you do. You're like, okay, we got our 12, but let's maybe have one for a manager. So Jay Wagner's one of those 3. Okay, and I think he was a freshman. So no, I mean, freshman making a JV team, that's overshooting. I mean, it's not overshooting, but it's nice.
It's legit.
It's legit.
JV
it's
goes
legit.
to 10th grade, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So you're not the oldest. So we bring 3 in to the hallway. So the gym's going on, everyone's shooting free throws, and we go through each player. Now Jay swears by this. This was 6 or 7 years ago. I think my assistant coach said this. I don't remember saying it. He swears I said it. I went through and I said, so-and-so, great shot, but your defense is so behind. We want 12 spots. Would you want to manage? Next person. Or manage/be on the team. Your defense is great, but you can't shoot. It's okay. Work on your shot. Work on your left hand. Something like that. Okay. I'm paraphrasing, and I'm much nicer. I'm just, but sorry, the coddling. But it's straight talk. But it's not. I'm trying to get to the point.
Sure.
Jay, and he swears by this. You're weak in every aspect of the game. There was nothing positive. It was just. You're weak in every aspect. But you know what? Oh my gosh. Could you imagine? We took him. Great listener, loves the game.
So he did not drop 30 on you.
He did not. No. Now, as a 22-year-old now, he made 4 threes in our last pickup game that we played together this summer.
Nice.
So right, that banter, drop 30. Yeah, I'll give you 3 or 4 threes. Maybe 2 I was guarding you on. So that's fine. I probably had 6. So
why? Fine. Okay, and you're crushing it. You're crushing it, guys. We're gonna get to all these comments. Put the comments in the stream, and I'm gonna go rapid fire to Chris here in a matter of moments. There's so many comments coming in here.
Oh wow.
Why get out of the basketball coaching? Was it just
okay.
a time piece?
Lots of things. So okay.
Because I want to go and run some suicides right now. I'm so
can
inspired
go.
by
I mean,
you.
hey, we can
Seriously.
Saturday morning if you want to play.
I'm going to be there.
Okay.
I'm going to be
Saturday
playing
morning.
racquetball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
After your game.
Okay.
That's high intensity. But
I
it's
love
all right.
it.
You got it. Then you rest, right? You have these, like me, these peak days. Like if you wore this watch, you'd be like me, because you'd be like, all right, what's my goal? It's set it super high. You make it, and you're like, oh, that's my potential. That's my maximum potential of the day. And then you need to set it to a rest day, which is just slugging around at 200, 500, 600 calories a day. Anyways, so my longtime assistant coach. One, it was nice to take a break. I was 23 and stopped at 34. So when you're that, and it's 4 months, as you know, high school coaching of every day.
It's intense.
You're hopping a bus at 1. You're hopping a bus at 2. You're leaving work after lunch several times in January and February. And the coaches everywhere know that. And you don't think about that. You just do it because you love the kids and the relationships.
Sure.
So that's why I do it. And the school is wonderful too. Covenant School is amazing. So that's why you do it. You don't think about that. When you step away, you realize, wow, okay, obviously your life fills up and you get into other things. But my assistant coach got promoted. He's a professor at Longwood. He's doing more at his job now. And my good friend Eric Wampler, he is high up in his job as well. He recently had a baby this year. So,
nice.
And you know this. You don't go into a head coaching job without 2 or 3 guys that are going to be there with you, basically volunteering 20 to 30 hours a week.
Sure.
On bus rides. And you do it for that relationship too. So if you're not going to have your friends, your longtime coaches with you alongside you, for me to scramble and find someone that's willing, number one, to give up all that time and to spend time with me that maybe I don't even know that well because I'm just trying to find somebody. It was a good time. And for work-wise, it was a really good time because we're really busy at work right now at ACAC. ACAC is just crushing. It's awesome. I mean, it's a job that always brings it's something new every day.
You know what? And I'll even put it in perspective. And this is so true here. I call it an adult playground. That's almost like a good
title.
That.
I'll use that.
I like it so much that when you are giving a tour of the club to other people, I literally go up to the people that you're giving a tour to and I'm like, join this club. It's awesome.
You do.
It is one of the best decisions I ever made. And I'm not even trying to go down the road of selling for this club here, but it is so fun and the sense of community and like just like the spirit and how I feel better about myself when I leave the doors upon leaving. It is just, and I feel like I can do so much for the rest of the day and handle so many other things.
Yes. So so you get in there and it's your happy place, home
Yeah,
away from
it's
home.
my happy place.
Do you turn off this and you're just like, I'm here now and I'm going to play some racquetball. I'm going to see high five my friends at the gym. I'm going to stop a tour and say hi to Chris.
One of the few places, and I'm literally addicted to this.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like drug addiction, this damn phone.
Yeah. One
of the few places where I do not even touch it.
That's amazing.
That's amazing, right?
2020, amazing.
Right.
Right now, my phone's over there.
You're
I'm
itching
doing this.
for it, right?
Right. I'm going, where is it? You know, you're doing that. It's impossible not to have it.
Okay, this is a perfect springboard here. How is this and technology, and we were talking about this off here.
Oh,
There's the mirror thing on the wall.
I know.
There's Peloton.
But you realize that's like, and that's fine, right?
Yeah.
That's good. And the first question you asked me, what makes me tick? I'm not with somebody.
Right.
I'm with somebody, but I'm not. I'm not gonna ask my Peloton instructor, what they're doing later or how their weekend was, or I don't know if that's possible or not. Maybe there is that interaction like, hey, did you have a good week? Probably is, Peloton. You probably have thought of that. But it's not that spur of the moment conversation that you're going to have after the workout when we're in our stretching area, or you're just played it with Jay Osborne and you're like, dang, man. So what are you doing this weekend? And you're stretching together.
I'm splitting games now with Jay.
Oh, really?
Dude. Maybe beating him there, Jay Osborne.
I
see you watching. I'm just saying that, Jay. He might agree with that too.
Wow, that's impressive. We gotta film one of those.
Jay, and Bruce.
Bruce, man.
There we are.
Yeah, but I love Bruce. You, Bruce, Jay, all three of you have this in common. Without fail, I can't go near any of you without Chris. How you doing? Chris, what's up? That's a great quality.
Thank you.
That's a great
quality. You
have
that.
Right. Well, but yes, but we go to Disney school for that. Like people in businesses will go, okay, the eye contact, the talking rules that you talk about. You guys just have it.
You know what I think it is? It comes down to this, and it generally comes from a really authentic place. Is like the people you come across in your life, you never know in that particular day where they are at in life. And like, why assume that person is just in a happy place when if a simple interaction, I hope you're doing well. It's great to see you. I look forward to coming across your way. Like whether it's with Isaiah or Jackson in the locker room.
Yeah,
with Mary or at the front desk.
Yes.
Arlene at the front desk.
Arlene.
I just like being around people.
We're very similar.
The energy.
We're very similar.
I feed off it.
Yes. Well, I knew this would happen, but it is amazing because think about the people that come. We get 2,000 check-ins a day, sometimes more.
Isn't it the number one attended club in the network?
We are. If you looked at, and this was. So 2007, we were voted second fittest or healthiest city in the country.
Okay.
We're very often top 5. Charlottesville, Virginia. We like to think that we have something to do with that.
Well, I mean, ACAC, Charlottesville downtown.
But when you look at ACAC and I don't want to mess it up if corporate's listening, but
I think they are.
It was number 1 in terms of a single brand health club in a single city of our size. So if you looked at the check-in, so you think about a city the size of Charlottesville, is there a Bally's? Is there a Gold's? Is there an Equinox? Is there a Crunch? Is there American Family? Probably, right? Multiple. And that split the population. But think of ACAC, and I don't mean this in the most positive way. There's a club in Crozet. There's West. There's a club in Pantops, East. There's an outdoor club centralized in the biggest intersection of town. There's Albemarle Square, the biggest intersection of town, which is massive. I don't know if you were here way back when, but that was an old department store called Best. It's just a massive club. If you haven't been there yet, you need to go see it. Then there's our downtown, which is a premier, beautiful club. So we got north, south, east, and west, and it's when you look at it from a national perspective, what other city's doing this? In our caliber, in our league, there's not. So you were right. I believe a few years ago, or maybe it was several years ago when the study was done, that we were number 1 in that regard. So it's a testament to our owner, Phil, for starting the company and everybody.
You got, so Dana, Coons, Thiel, Chris, you're the man.
Dana.
Mary from ACAC. Hey, Chris. Hey, Jerry. I love ACAC.
Yes.
Lucy Taylor. Face-to-face is undoubtedly the best. Chris, you're the man. That's why classes are the best with you. Daniel Warren. My man,
Lucy.
Chris Collins. What a legend.
Dan might be in like Australia or New Zealand right now. He travels the world. That's amazing.
Give it a like. Give it a share on any of the streams you're watching. We have DMs coming. Okay, we are 59 minutes in. It's felt
What?
like five. I know it's felt like 5 minutes. That's a testament to you.
gosh.
That's a testament
What?
to you. We have so many more comments coming in here. We have this comment coming in. This is from IGDM. Chris, any thoughts of doing one-on-one personal training outside the club?
Oh, wow. So when I was coaching basketball, I would often but I would work out kids Tuesday nights and Friday nights, meaning they want to work on their skills. We get in the gym. It was all separate, all outside of ACAC through another company, and it was great, you know. And I very much enjoyed working one-on-one. When I stopped doing that and just focused on coaching, you almost get just so addicted to the group, you know. And I love personal training. In fact, I've had personal trainers. Very recently, Lucas at ACAC was my personal trainer, and it's a different skill set. And it's being personable, but it's constantly engaging that person the entire time, pushing them to them. It's keeping that conversation going or not. For me, if someone that I wanted to train just didn't want to talk to me the whole time, I think I would go crazy. I very much enjoy, just to simply say, not that I'm not against it, I want to work out with you. I want to be there
Alongside you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
I want to be a part of it. Like, let's work out. You want to go on a run? Let's do it. You want to play one-on-one? Let's do it. You want to lift? Let's do it. If you want to go to a class together, let's go to a class. You want to go to spin? My best friend Eddie. I say a lot of best friends. Sorry, I feel like I have a lot of friends. Yeah. Eddie is definitely one of my best friends. He teaches cycle, and it's a treat. Like I like, and I feel like I'm with him. Yeah, he's the instructor, but I'm working out with him. You know, he's on the bike, and we're competing. In fact, he beat me by like one rep. I don't even know measurement it was in the last time we did, which he's never seen that before. Or we tied. It was crazy. But yeah, one-on-one. If you let me work out with you, how about that?
Let me okay, so we have final 60, 90 seconds here.
Okay.
We do something called running the gauntlet.
Nice.
And with running the gauntlet,
takes me back.
I just throw rapid fire at you.
Okay.
Anywhere you want to go.
Whoa.
No thinking. Just fire what's on your mind.
Quick answers, right?
Quick answers.
Okay.
Running the gauntlet, okay. Chris Collins. What do you say to the folks that are fighting to get next to you in the club, at your workout, at your room, and you see people literally chopping at the bit to get as close to you as possible in your class?
Relax. You'll find a spot.
Do you not see that?
I do.
It's pretty intense, right?
I do. And if my group fitness director is listening to this, she's gonna go, yeah, we need to work on that. We need to, and it's constantly. I need to.
It's a good thing, right?
I need to coach and train them. I need to say, guys, back off. But here's the deal: they want to get. There's X amount of equipment, and there's a spot where they know they're going to perform their best. It's mental, and it's true, because if they think it and they do it, it's true. I want that for them, but once they get in there, I'll move them. I'll make sure I'll walk around and go, you move here, can you move here, can you move here, and I'll do that. So usually it's hey, relax, something like you'll get your spot is what probably will.
Favorite restaurant in Charlottesville?
Oh man, I'm on a big Brazos kick right now. I can walk for lunch. I had a great meal New Year's Eve at Junction.
Nice.
Great steak.
Melissa Close Heart, executive chef. That place is great.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. And that was the most, but I would say that where I frequent the most is probably Continental Divide.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. Favorite brewery in Charlottesville?
Ooh, Three Notched.
Three Notched is great. I know.
Right there. And I live in Belmont. It's right there.
You live in Belmont? Nice.
Yeah. So it's the spot. I was there, posted up there for the UVA game. Shout out to John, the manager there. Great story. Amazing story about Three Notched, because I want to give him this love. The Nationals, my parents are big Nationals fans, okay? You know they made their epic run this year. So they are playing the Dodgers game 5, I believe, or game 7. It was the deciding game on a Wednesday night. They close at 10 on a Wednesday night. John had, and God bless his chefs or whoever was working that night, that went till extras.
Yeah.
Till 1 a.m. for
open
my
the whole time?
family and friends. Only in the side room. That was it. They shut down the place. The two guys just watched us, and he came too. They are great. They are great.
What's a favorite 3-notch beer?
I usually get the Ghost.
Ghost is good.
Yeah,
That's
I get
really
the Ghost.
good. Ghost.
I get the Ghost.
I mean, all of them are good.
I know, right?
Favorite vineyard?
Favorite vineyard, Veritas.
Veritas is so
good. I mean,
good.
ever since Legwarmer started going there for Starry Nights, that's an even bigger draw. It's far, but Jefferson's the closest to me, so I very much like Jefferson. In fact, oh man, I hope we get more of their staff to join ACAC because they're somewhat local to downtown. I think they could come and use it.
Matt Neese says you're a stud.
Nice.
He's watching right now. Favorite hiking trail in Charlottesville?
Oh, I just did my first through hike.
I did not know that.
In out in Washington, and it's the first time since I've been back since I was born there. It was outside of Seattle, and it was around Mount Rainier. 5 days out with my best. I keep saying that. Good
You
friend.
have a lot of best
I have
friends.
a lot of best friends. My good friend Patrick Carr. So that was great.
Patrick's watching.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Shout out to Patrick Carr. He led me through he turned me on to hiking. But my parents took me out recently. It's my new favorite, and Three Ridges out in Crozet.
I love it. I love it. Chris Collins, when he's not around people, what's he doing?
I am watching NBA or college basketball on my stressless chair I bought from Kane Furniture.
Nice.
R.I.P. Are they still around?
No,
they're
R.I.P.
not. R.I.P.
Yeah.
Gordon still comes to the club every day. Great guy. Sold furniture to my parents too. So sit in my chair. I've got music, which it takes me about 30 minutes to an hour to mix a class, right? Mesh the songs together, make sure the beats align up.
30 minutes to an hour? Shit,
6
dude.
a week. So I'm always
That's commitment.
I'm always trying to come up with the next class. So I'm going to my sites here on one side. I've got either tea or water, or if it's a Friday, maybe a glass of bourbon in this hand.
What kind of bourbon?
Well, if I could ever find Buffalo Trace,
okay,
that'd be
it's
amazing.
tough to find.
It's impossible.
I'm a bourbon guy too. I look for Angel's Envy. Buffalo Trace is tough to find as well.
It is.
I'm
Makers
settling
usually
on,
is my go-to.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
settling on like a Knob. Not that Knob Creek's bad or Makers.
Yeah.
But I would love either a Buffalo Trace or an Angel's Envy. I just can't find it anywhere.
I got Angel's Envy I haven't had.
Oh my God, you would love it.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
Is it at a restaurant anywhere that you know of? Because I don't even know where
I
Buffalo
don't even
Trace
find
or
it in
Angel's Envy
restaurants.
is
I mean,
in restaurants.
maybe the Whiskey Jar.
Yeah, that's my go-to spot bar.
Yeah.
If you're wondering bars, that's the guys there are great. John used to work at ACAC. He's a Saturday night guy, and the music, it's local. It's good.
It's legit.
Yeah, it's legit.
You're getting a lot of people that are asking, "Ooh, more DMs for Chris Collins." Right? What is your cheat meal?
Oh
Your
man.
go-to cheat meal?
Oh gosh. Well, I'm lactose
Do you even call
intolerant.
it a cheat meal? Because I
Yeah,
love.
dude. I don't need to. I mean, it's not like I'm not Scott. I'm not
Yeah.
vegan. Okay, so
Scott Williams.
Scott Williams.
Yeah. I love what you said earlier in the show, and I'm paraphrasing. Correct me here. It's not about monitoring what you eat. It's like you're working out so you can eat anything you want.
Right.
What was the phrase?
I eat what. Well, I said I don't worry about it. Like I'm gonna eat whenever I feel like eating. I mean. And I say that something that won't make me feel bad.
Okay.
I know there are certain foods out there that we learn after trials. It could taste really good, right?
Yeah.
But you know it's going to make you feel bad later.
Okay. For example, for you.
Okay, I like dark chocolate. But I know if I eat, 5 mini dark chocolate bars, which is my cheat, which I crave a lot, my stomach's going to hurt. So I'm like, do I want my stomach to hurt? Or I'm lactose intolerant. If I want to eat a pizza with my buddies, I haven't in a long time, but I know, this will taste good for initially. I'm going to pay for it later. It's going to hurt. That's gross, but it's
that's legit. That was
my
honest.
stomach's going to hurt. If I can't be active, then I don't want to eat it. But sure, I eat whatever. It's fine.
Wow, we got Lucy says I got on the ABC website. You guys check the stock. There's your bourbon in stock right now.
No way.
Daniel Warren.
Oh,
the tunes are sick in your class.
Yeah, it's about the tunes.
All right, we'll close on this note.
It's
and you've
tunes.
crushed it. This has been so fun. 68 minutes in. We never go over 60. That's a testament to you here.
Wow.
I'll throw this to you here. Are you a resolutions guy?
Sure, I make 20.
Okay, what's 2020 plans for Chris Collins?
Oh man. Okay, we've already talked about one. I would love a mini weekly 30-minute podcast.
Oh,
and you've
yes.
helped me. And you've helped me. You've already said, Chris, office, get this, get that. I've been talking to my friends with that forever.
You would be so good with that.
It'd be so fun.
Yeah.
What you do is, Jerry, I very much admire you and what you've done.
Same, right back at you.
It's awesome because you gravitate towards the people that maybe that you envy or that are like you or doing things that like, oh, I kind of want to do that. You're one of those guys.
You know what it comes down to is I think in a lot of ways we're doing the same thing. And it's like with you, when you're leading your class, you want people to feel better about themselves, healthier, body, mind, and spirit.
Yeah.
Okay? All I'm trying to do here is to showcase the best of Charlottesville, Virginia, and show folks that are doing great things so other people that are watching feel inspired and feel better about themselves. It's like the same thing.
Yeah. It really is. It really is. The best thing about this, if I'm in sales, and the sales term salesman gets a bad rap, but if I can show you something, turn you on to something, and then see you do it, and then do it with you, that's the best. I say best a lot. I've said best a lot today, but it's the best. Jerry, I think you're gonna like this, and then you end up joining, then you end up, coming to class, and then we end up. That's how I met all my good friends. It's through the club, and then now we're doing a brewery tour on Saturday.
That's
awesome. It's gonna be nice weather. So this is all because we came in. We talked about life, about what I love, and something brought you to ACAC. So maybe we have more in common than we think.
Shane Baker Serbati. Guys, we found it. ABC North near the Target has what you're looking for. That is amazing.
This is so great.
We're crowdsourcing bourbon.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I struggle to find it. Thank you. ABC North. That's where we have to get Buffalo Trace and Angels Envy.
Not Buffalo Trace, though. I'll drive right now.
Is it Buffalo Trace, Shane? Put it in the stream if it's Buffalo Trace.
Yeah.
There's a 10-second delay here on the feed of what they're hearing. If it's Buffalo Trace or Angels Envy at the ABC North, Shane, put it in the stream. I will literally relay this on air to Chris Collins.
Throw something at me real quick. What can we do for the racket sports? Should we do a day tournament? We've thrown out things like that. Should we make more excitement with a one-day take-all tournament?
I literally was talking about this with Jay Osborne.
Right.
We should
open it up to the community and say, bring it on. Something fun like that. And you could help say, hey guys, we're doing a one-day bracket style, Karate Kid style, put it up there and go.
Okay, so this is coming from a guy who owns an advertising agency and is constantly focused on marketing. You have a huge market advantage in Charlottesville and Central Virginia. We know that Boar's Head is becoming the epicenter for squash.
We've probably lost people.
We're seeing a ton of the squash players go to Boar's Head. Okay, but ACAC downtown is the only spot in Charlottesville outside of UVA, and you got to be a member at UVA, which no one really is that's not tied to UVA.
Right.
The only spot in Charlottesville and Central Virginia. I'm talking a 40-mile radius of Charlottesville.
That's great
where
to know.
you can play racquetball.
That's great.
So if you leverage the courts and the opportunities to play there and the sense of community and solidarity, there's 60, 70 of us that are passionate about it.
Yeah.
I think you could drive incremental revenue and new members to the gym by leveraging the opportunity of playing racquetball. And it's tough. It's interesting that I'm saying this because it kind of goes against what I stand for. Because I love the fact that I could get a court whenever I want.
Right.
So I'm literally saying get more people here.
Yeah.
I think if you do this, you will get new members.
I just think
having a weekend tournament is a great idea.
That's what I mean. Just throw something fun at me when I'm working a weekend, right? And I work weekends at the club sometimes. I'm thinking of ways, what can I do fun this weekend that I can bring in people and show them the club?
That would do it.
And we just say, hey, it's a one-day weekend tournament.
You could even make it a Virginia American Family Fitness in Richmond is drawing people from North Carolina and across Virginia to this tournament that they host twice a year at their club. You could do something similar. Now, they have more courts, but you could do something similar where you just call it the Charlottesville Open. And the Charlottesville Open, maybe it's a $10, $15 buy-in. You get an ACAC shirt.
Okay.
You get to play in a tournament. You know how people love
tournaments.
It's
like a 5K, essentially, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I like it. It's a 5K.
I like it.
It would crush. And I would make it go bananas.
Okay.
I swear to God.
No,
I would make it go
I'm
bananas.
taking this idea. I would say this. I'll pitch it for sure. As I don't think I would mess up anything in regularly programming on a weekend.
No.
You're back there.
Yeah.
So you would be there, and we would just have maybe a couple extra people running it.
Shane is sending a picture. We have Buffalo Trace and Angels Envy at the
What?
ABC North near Target.
Dang it.
She's literally sending a picture right now on the stream. This is amazing.
Wait,
this
is
is
she
the
there?
power of Lucy Taylor.
Is she there?
She's literally
I'll pay
sending
you
us
back
a picture.
if you're there.
Chris Collins says, guys,
Whatever it
I'll
costs.
say this for Chris Collins.
Yeah.
I will say this for he's helped so many people in this community. If someone is at Target by the ABC
They're gonna
and
keep it for
Target North,
themselves.
buy the Buffalo Trace for Chris Collins, please. Do him a favor, please.
Yeah, I think
someone was going to do that.
Well,
You know, I'm getting direct messages.
You know.
Jesus, I'm getting direct messages of people saying Buffalo Trace and Angels Envy are at ABC North. Literally on my phone
I love
right
that's
now.
like that's like the thing that they took from this whole hour.
freaking amazing.
And I like on a Friday night to have a glass of Buffalo Trace. Wow, I'm glad. Hey, that's great. That's true. It ties back to what we talked about.
This has been such a fun
Off
interview.
day. I know this has been really
Oh,
fun.
Chris, thank you.
Yeah, man. That
Seriously,
was so fun.
so
This
fun.
is so fun.
So
I
fun.
hope that you hear me on a podcast someday and be like, way to go.
I'm
man.
gonna okay,
Way to
like
go.
you hold people accountable.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
gonna hold you accountable.
Do it.
Every time I see you, it's like, when's the podcast? Because you're so personable and you have the
It'd be
gift
fun.
of human connection. People would eat that up. And you know what the hardest part about doing a podcast
Editing.
is? Doing the first podcast.
Yeah. Oh, that for sure.
It's like going to your class.
Yes.
It's just about
breaking
go
the
to the
seal.
first, break the seal.
Yep. Break the seal. Yep.
Oh, this
Go,
is
man.
what we're going to do with today's show. This is amazing. People are asking, where can I watch the show? You're a popular dude.
Okay.
We will archive the show in totality on ilovecville.com. We will take the audio from today's show and we will position it on iTunes by close of business today. So you have two places where you can catch the show. ilovecville.com and on iTunes, both by today. For the next 30 days, we will syndicate today's show across the I Love CVille Network, which is 17 Facebook pages, 17 Twitter accounts, the third largest Instagram in the community, a daily e-newsletter that goes out to over 120,000 inboxes every morning at 11 a.m., and of course on I Love CVille and on iTunes. My name is Jerry Miller. This is the I Love CVille Show. Tomorrow, we're going to talk trends in Charlottesville with Matt Daring, a passionate evangelist of the community who's an accountant for UVA. You're going to love this story if you follow the news cycle in our community. We try to be the water cooler of positivity in our community here. I close the program with the same message every single day. Guys, please embody the golden rule. We do not make this about religion. We make this about treating the people in your life how you want to be treated yourself. It's the golden rule. I'm Jerry Miller. It's the I Love CVille Show. Take care.
Dude. That was so fun, man.
So good.
That was so fun. Well, I think it's you.
No, it's not.
You
It's
have a great way to pump people up. That's